Welcome to Classic Physiques Gym. Today's our first YouTube video and today's leg day, so let's take you through some exercises. Welcome to the video, guys. First exercise, leg extensions. And as you can see, I'm just putting my hands on my thighs and all quadriceps just to make sure that the muscles are firing up, ready for the exercises ahead. So we're increasing in weight as we go, as you can see. This is not a working set, we're just simply warming the thighs up, okay, warming the quadriceps up, okay. So what it's doing is firing all the signals ready for when we do those big sets until failure. So we're just priming the body here, guys, okay. So we've got 3 plates aside here, still warming up for the time being. We're going to shoot for around 20 repetitions or so. Now this is when you got to maintain focus, but you can't relax.
Sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming.
3, 2. Right then, here we go. So as you can see, I'm pointing my toes up to the ceiling as I am fully extending my legs for a split second at the top. And what that's going to do is, it's going to contract the quadriceps even more. We have lots of muscles within the quads. Vastus lateralis, beg my pardon. We've got the rectus femoris. You know, all these muscles are firing up during these activities, and you can see they are burning. Okay, so James is my training partner. He's been training with me for about a year or so now. Really coming on. He'll be hopefully probably competing within the next, I reckon, a year and a half, 18 months to maybe 24 months. He's really made some good progress, and we continue to push each other. So here he is now, doing 20 repetitions or so on this leg extension too. Okay, very good exercise this is. So this is the H squat now. Now this is only one of 3 in the country. It's a bit of a task trying to get onto this machine, but if you can, and you can get off more importantly, then you'll reap the rewards. Okay. So as you can see, James's toes are literally just underneath the platform. Okay. So I actually prefer to have my toes just slightly off, but this is just personal preference with mechanics. So it's coming down to just past 90 degrees. Nice controlled manner, and we're looking for around the 20 repetitions marks. Now the good thing about with this exercise, guys, is at the top of the lift, so at the very end of the lift, it actually becomes heavier. So here he is, James. Go on, mate. Yeah, he's got off. Yeah, now it's my turn now, so let's get to it. So take a sit down, and as you can see, I'm going to be sliding myself in position, and as you can see, I like my toes just off the edge of the platform. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to push with my heels. So by pushing with my heels, it ensures maximum power. And I always find that my rectus femoris, which is by my Classic Physiques Gym badge, just connecting, it's almost between the middle of your thigh and your belly button. It's right at the top of your legs, guys. So notice as well, another good thing to point out here is that I'm not locking my legs out, which is really important. What we don't want to do is lock the legs out, increase stress upon the joint, and also decrease the amount of tension actually on the legs. Okay, so barbell squats. Now this is a funny one, guys. I was always into my big heavy squats, and I'll be honest with you, I picked up a few injuries. I'm actually nursing an injury now, a lower back injury, hip injury. I was moving some equipment around and unfortunately pulled. So what I'm going to do is now 60 kilograms on the bar, nice and slow, ever so slight pause on the bottom. And what this is going to do is, instead of increasing loading, I can increase the amount of tension on the legs, on the glutes, on the quadriceps, on the hamstrings. And what I'm doing is just overloading the quadriceps and obviously all the other muscles I've just mentioned without overloading my lower back, guys. And I find that doing high repetitions on these leg days are much more beneficial for me personally. I've done the heavy days, guys, and I'll be honest with you, the legs grew, but they didn't grow as big as they are now through doing high repetitions. So here we are with James now. Nice and controlled reps now, okay? So he's keeping his head up. Everyone's different, guys, but by keeping your head up, it ensures that you're not going to be there's not going to be any rounding of the back. Some people like to look down ever so slightly. I quite like to do that myself personally. So basically, imagine if you drew an arrow all the way through my spine, from my lower back to my neck. It'd all be in a line, so it's all, there's no sort of rounding of anywhere. But that's because I've been training for 13 years, guys, so that's just taken into consideration. Lying hamstring curls. Okay, so as you can see, I'm coming halfway down and I'm contracting again. Okay, so I'm coming all the way down. Then up we go, contract. Pause at the top, pause, and then go again. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting 2 contractions. So as we come down like there, like right now, the muscles lengthen, and by bringing them into my bum, as I'm going to do now, the muscles shorten, which creates a contraction, and this contraction basically helps with more muscle building. There's more stress that's going to be apparent within the lift, so more stress equals more adaptations within the lift. So if I set the quadriceps by doing the leg extension, we've targeted the entire legs on the H squat, same with the squat, and now we're going to isolate the hamstrings. So this is James's preferred method. One thing you have to be careful with, James is doing good here, but in clients that I have frequently, their bum will lift quite significantly, basically when the load is a little bit too heavy, or there's not core stability, guys. So brace the core, make sure you come all the way down and all the way up and squeeze, okay? Calf raises. Okay, here we are. As you can see, look at the technique, guys. Look at my feet, more importantly, okay? So see how that little switch there? It's going to work the inside of the calf, the gastrocnemius, okay? So we're going to come up, all the way down. See this now? Slow, 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 all the way down, and then come up to the top. Now, the trick is, you've got to go right up in your tiptoes here, guys. That's how you get the maximum contraction. Imagine bicep curling, but only bringing the barbell or the dumbbell halfway up. You're not going to get the biggest contraction. Now, this is actually difficult to do, believe it or not. So what you can do is you can practice on the stairs and all sorts, making sure range of motion is high. So James's turn now. Let's see what he's got, okay? He's got some nice trainers there, hasn't he? Look at them, much better than mine. So what I'll be taking a trip to JD. So, see James now? He's trying his best to absolutely contract the calves here. So slight pause at the top ever so often, just to get that contraction within his calves. Okay, and James prefers his heels slightly in. That's just for his better contraction, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's really good. The key is everyone's different. What you got to try and do is find the technique that suits you. If you're getting a good burn, 9 times out of 10 you're doing well. So this is the sledges now. Now these are very, very good. The high sledge is a lot easier than the low sledge, guys. Okay, and what you're doing here is you're really, really working those legs in overtime. You're basically almost doing like a lunge with each sort of step you're taking. And I've noticed that when I started doing these, bringing the detail out in my legs really is just bringing the separation within the legs, and I'm finding that they're really getting a really good pump, an excruciating pump for that matter. Well, here we go. Yeah, you gotta have a bit of fun, guys, right?
What's happening, guys? That concludes our first YouTube video for Classic Physiques Gym. Today was a leg workout, many other workouts to come soon. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see in the next video. See you soon.
La 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 la.